Hi, everybody. My name is John Fisher. Welcome to CoinLeads.com. Let's talk about coin buyers. So, there's a lot of people out there that are really into buying numismatic coins and coins. Um, and there's many, many types. There's people that buy silver bags. There's people that buy rolls. They could be Morgan silver dollars. They could be nickel dime rolls or whatever. And there's people that buy numismatic coins. So, the characteristics, in my opinion, of these people is just like me. They like to buy these coins and they like to put them in their safe. We're like squirrels. We like that little shiny coin, and we like to go ahead and put it in our safe. We also do it to accumulate. If we're looking to accumulate gold or silver, what a better way than to buy a silver eagle or a gold eagle? In my case, platinum eagle. I think platinum is the metal. People are so afraid to pitch platinum, and I got to tell you, if I was back on the phone and I used to sell precious metals, and I was pitching any metals at all, it would be platinum. What a story. I mean, platinum used to be almost twice the price of gold. It cost twice as much to produce, but I can't get into that. But I love platinum, especially platinum eagles. Or you could get the actual PCGS, gold eagle, silver eagle, platinum eagle. So the way it works with coins and the way it works with coin leads, the people that I sell you, for the most part, are numismatic coin buyers, but they'll buy bullion, they'll buy a kilo of gold, they'll buy 100 ounce of gold, especially if we go into the oil and gas guys. The coin buyers are normally $1,000 to $5,000 guys. They'll open up with one or two coins. Later on, if they have the money, they'll spend $5,000, $10,000 more. My oil and gas guys are my accredited investors, start off with $25,000. So they're the kind of people that could buy a kilo of gold. They could go an ounce of gold all day long. You know what? It's a lot of money. The markup isn't as big, but you know what? It's still a nice ticket item. And once that guy opens up the door and Wells Fargo delivers him a 100-ounce bar or a 1,000-ounce bar of silver or a kilo of gold, and he trusts that you did the right thing, he knows what spot was, he saw you charge him a fair amount, you got that guy. That guy's going to be your man or woman, and they're going to keep coming back to you. But let's get specific with the actual coin leads. When we say coin buyers, what we're saying to you is if you go ahead and if you call these people up, you get to find out what they're like. And I'm just telling you again that they're probably getting phone calls from a lot of people that are doing TV advertising. The big two, the big three guys. And, they're watching the TV commercial, they're watching Fox News, they're watching, print ads or whatever. And what are they all pitching? The same old story, gold and silver. You start pitching platinum, it's a story they haven't heard before. And it's all about the story. Remember, these guys, they never ever buy the steak. They only buy the sizzle, And the sizzle is you and your story. So that's like some old school stuff there for you. But how I get my leads is from being in the business for 32 years with an A+ rating, by the way. And what we'll do is, for instance, I'll call a customer up, and the customer will say, hey, John, I got all my stuff from last year. We've called it twice. We don't want to piss these people off. Let's do some swapping, or do you want to buy my database? Or, John, we're going out of business. We've been doing this for a long time. My health is bad. I want to sell my assets. I got about 50,000 call-ins that came in, and I've also got my client list. And then we sit down and we negotiate and go from there. So there's a whole marketplace when it comes to that sort of thing. Or there may be somebody that says, hey, John, I want to do some swapping. I got 100,000 leads. I've called them 2 or 3 times. We put them through the dialer a bunch of times, and that's it. We're ready to go. And we'll do some swapping. And you may say to yourself, well, why do I want to buy something that somebody else has called? Here it comes. Old school again. This art has been lost. It used to be 80% of the brokers right, 20% of the business. Bad news, guys, is the salespeople have become terrible. They suck. I'm telling you. I'm a one-man operation. I've been looking forever to find someone that could do sales that has the actual, the strength or the work ethic to do this thing. Wimpies that they get a couple of no's and, oh my God, my feelings have been hurt. Snowflakes, people that should not be in sales, because sales is all about the no's. The more no's, the closer you are to a yes. So the whole school is, if now 90% of your business 90% of your 10% of your brokers write 90% of your business. So what the hell's happening with the other guys? You know what I'm saying? So you have 90 people out of 100 that are doing nothing. And they may be good at prospecting, but they don't know how to close. And what you want to do is just, I mean, this whole business, salesleads.tv, and by the way, coinleads.com is one of our many, many websites, is based on buying a name, address, and a phone number that somebody qualified and somebody sent a private placement memorandum to, or somebody got a phone call from a TV or a radio and they try to sell them something and they did or they didn't. You know, so the bottom line is, if you got 10 people and only one, maybe if you're lucky, two really know what they're doing, and you give that lead to 9 or 8 people that can't close their zippers, what are you doing with that lead? So I can just tell you something from my own personal experience. Early, I remember being in this oil and gas room, and the guy said to me, "Hey John, you want an anus?" And the gentleman's name happened to be Anis. He was an Indian person. And I said, "Yeah, I'll take him." I called the guy up and he sent me $19,200. You know, this guy was begging for a commission. "Hey, can I get a piece of..." "No, I'm not going to give you anything." You didn't want to call the anus, and that's what happened. When I became a commodity broker and I moved into my brand new beautiful office in North Miami, I was cleaning up this brand new desk that I was about to be my office, and I saw a crumpled up Dun & Bradstreet lead, and I threw it in the garbage. And before I left, I'd set my office up, and I couldn't wait to get back to work, and I became the branch manager. In 1 month, I outwrote the whole freaking room and pissed a lot of people off. But, you know, I looked at that garbage can, and I saw that DMB lead, and I couldn't throw it in the garbage. I'm superstitious about that. I called that guy up, and he ended up sending me $500,000. He was one of my biggest clients ever. That lead, Dun & Bradstreet, that was sitting in the garbage. And this is true, so I don't lie. I'm too old to remember my lies. So anyway, I've given you a lot of information. What's the cost? 50 cents per lead. $1,000 minimum. That's 2,000 leads at 50 cents. I like diversity. 500 here, 500 there. You know, each file has a name, and then you tell me what's happening, what you like, where the action's coming from. There's so much information I could give you. You know, feel free to call me at 561-239-0364, coinleads.com. The mothership is salesleads.tv. I'm John Fisher. Have a beautiful day, and God bless.